Just about set for football now. It's U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings.
And now, head coach Kevin O'Connell and our Minnesota Vikings.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad you've come along with us. Trey Smack will kick this one off. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. Kyler Murray leads the Vikings out. They picked him up back in March after the #1 overall pick of 2019 spent 7 seasons in Arizona.
This is one of the more interesting signings of the entire offseason. You know, Kyler Murray falls out of favor, a little injury, a little performance-based in Arizona. And here you have a Minnesota team that really, since letting Sam Darnold go 2 seasons ago, has really been searching for who is that answer. You know, did they think it was going to be J.J. McCarthy in the draft? That hasn't worked out. So here they go out, they get Kyler Murray, a very unique set of skills, and it's up to Kevin O'Connell to build the system around him.
And his run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And he'll take this up past the 40, pick up a 5.
The tackle by Christopher Lewis. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. In motion, it's Jefferson. Now, Murray on the bootleg. Open man is Jennings. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On is Hecker now. The terrific punter sends it away. And great coverage on special teams for mark it down inside the 5-yard line. It is the Packers offense led by Jordan Love, his 4th year as a full-time starter, year 6 in the league for the quarterback out of Utah State.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a 1st down or 2. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script.
A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
In motion, it's Golden. Drive rolls on here with first down and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Big hole to the 30. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Green Bay first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. Now a pitch to Jacobs. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Second down, they need 2 yards. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Second and 2, you're thinking I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. He'll try to run for it.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll try and get there on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
As the Vikings go back out on offense, we take a look at the defensive coordinator trying to stop them. Gannon was the former defensive coordinator of Philadelphia, then the head coach in Arizona, before taking the Packers defensive coordinator job this offseason. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
Back at the 40-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Murray now on second down. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 8.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On third down, Murray. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
And that's now their second time failing to convert here in the early going on third down. And talking to them this week, third down efficiency was going to be such a critical element of the game. They knew first and second down were going to be hard to pick up big chunks, and they were going to find themselves in these manageable third downs. And when you get opportunities to hit them, you've just got to make these plays.
Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone and will come back out to the 20. As the Packers head back out, you get a look at Brian Flores, the defensive coordinator for Minnesota. Brian, former head man with the Dolphins, owner of 4 Super Bowl rings from his days as an assistant with the Patriots. This is now season 4 running the defense for Minnesota. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. The catch is made. This is Tucker Kraft. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big gainer for Green Bay. 39 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Gain of 14.
Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Packers. Run up the middle with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Josh Jacobs into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point attempt still to come. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Vikings offense back on the field, coordinated by Wes Phillips. Wes, from a great family lineage of coaches, now in his 5th season as the OC for Minnesota. First down throw for Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he gets this up close to the first down, marking at 32.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
3rd and inches. They try and run for the first down with Jones. 11 yards as they move the chains.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. They'll put Addison in motion. A fake to Jones. Now Murray to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll lead to a second down. Murray darts it out to Jefferson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Harrington Valentine there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing Murray. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And they won't get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The punt team out there for the 2nd time, and that kicks away. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Love firing to Golden.
Love's pass complete to Matthew Golden. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. He'll step up and run. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
First down, Packers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. In motion, it's Golden. On 1st down, it's Love. He'll take a shot for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you, step 2 on that sideline, his secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Jacobs. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. On 4th down, the Packers turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, it's Miles Price. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Vikings offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
11 yards on the pass there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen and crew, thrilled to be with you from the Orlando studios at EA Sports. And we'll keep this one short and sweet. Just one touchdown on the board so far, 7-0 at the half. Will the offenses pick it back up? To find out, let's rejoin our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Vikings offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Trying to keep the momentum going after the turnover. They have delivered with a quick 1st down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. 2nd down, Murray. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll put Addison in motion. Murray from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
3rd time out there for the punt team, and the kick's away. On the return, it's Moore. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Love. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Hit it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Love to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 1st down, it's Murray. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the 1st half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the 2nd half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going for them.
Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
We'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. Moore to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Love. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to find Jaden Reed. 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go play action for Murray. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. Now he takes off, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Come to the line for 3rd down and 5. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he is going to have the Vikings 1st down. They needed 5, and he picked up 8.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of the yard.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Murray now on 2nd down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And 3rd down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He's going to keep it himself.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back. and they hold them to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw is Love. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. A fake to Jones. Now Murray to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he will be out of bounds. There is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what that is all about.
Well, I mean, we see it every week. There is a conscious push to protect quarterbacks, Mike. I get it. They are the face. They are the stars of the league, and sometimes it can go a little bit too far, but this felt like the right call. It was close, but that's a late hit, and it's going to draw a flag near every time.
They go play action with Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go back to Jones on 1st down. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
It's a gain of 8.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Made at the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Murray. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Here's Hawkinson in motion. On third down, Murray. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Justin Jefferson, touchdown Vikings. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to see what they can do. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Andrew Van Ginkel in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. In motion, it's Golden. On 2nd down, Love. That one reeled in by Golden. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the gun, it's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Love to throw on 1st and 10.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. And to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. They put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
They'll come up now for second down. Now Love. Oh, a loose football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. To the left side, he finds Krabs. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. The stoppage comes with just over a minute of play in this one. Packers set to kick this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. That one hits at the 3, but goes in the wrong direction for the punter. It turns out to be a touchdown. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Jones. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 for the first down. Murray. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
So overtime is coming up, and why don't we give you a quick refresher of the rules. In an exhibition game like this, each team still guaranteed a possession, that we know, although any defensive score ends the ball game. Each team gets 2 timeouts, but a slight change from a regular season game. We're not handing out any ties here. These 2 teams are going to play on until we get a winner. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Ty Felton now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This is Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as the tackle is made right at the 36.
Gain of 12 yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On the give, it's Jones. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
It is 3rd and long. Murray will throw. Out wide. Here's Jefferson. Oh, big hole left side.
Well, they sure picked a good time here, Mike, to come up with a play like that. It was a back-and-forth game the entire time, and you figure, who's going to make that one big play in overtime to win it? Well, that was obviously the play, and what a way to finish off this game.
Don't forget about the extra point here. This, an important one. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead. So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Love to throw it on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
This one complete down the field to Golden. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Touchdown or bust at this point in OT. And that helps the cause. They get a 1st down. To throw is Love. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just...
And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. And you can bet, if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
Kyler Murray and this Vikings offense set for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So a win here for the Vikings. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.